But we're back. So let's do
We
a
are on
quick
2020 mode.
brief rewind. Rindis and Sophie giving each other shit as normal about who loves who and
Cry
who
some
doesn't love
more.
who. Rindis, why don't we to your next secret?
Oh, I only had the one.
You only had the one?
Yeah. We just kind of spilled into character drama.
Yeah, that got intense.
I have to do some.
As we awkwardly try to move forward. Go ahead, Deet.
Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? You know, I didn't think we'd be back here in this shitty hotel that doesn't have a door to the outside world, it seems. I thought we'd gotten us all out. And you know, so many nights of wondering if things would have been different if I hadn't. If I just walked out on my own and left you all there. If, I don't know, things back in the outside world would have been better. You know, I could have got Fiora's car and money and stuff, and all your lives that seemed more perfect, at least. But no, I went back to nothing. I pretty much had nothing before, and I went back to nothing. So I thought I might as well just keep walking. And I did. I put my thumb out at the side of the road and I went. In fact, Joey and I went, because that weird sicko wanted to take photos all of the time. And I put up with it for a while, until it got too much, and the nightmares got too much, and well, it got too much. But Joey tried to help, so he's got that going for him, but you know, we were in the middle of nowhere on the other side of the world, and he helped me for a month after, and I waited until he went to the shops and I left. I took everything and I just left him. I even took his shitty camera. I have no idea. I've not seen him since. I don't even know if he got home. He's probably taking photos somewhere. I took his camera, though. And Fiora, if you're... that money that you thought you had, you know, when we got back, if that wasn't obvious, that was me. I needed it for the road, so, and you had plenty. So, it's been a few years. It looks looks like the nightmares are back, huh?
So what are we gonna do? Just talk to Mom and hope that everything just gets better? I mean, I don't know how else we get out of this place. I don't think we do get out of this place, but I don't know.
I don't even know who Mama is. It was Joey who brought up Mother. And suddenly I was Mother and tearing at him. I was sort of in a dream or nightmare from the past. I don't know. You know Mama, Neef? Who are they exactly?
Do I have any weird sort of occultish sense of what she's talking about?
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll.
And we're on 2020 mode, so
Yay.
it's 2d4s plus, is this soul? See through the illusion? Okay. Oh, I got an 8.
All right, cool. So yeah, there's something that you notice around everyone, and it's that each person has a thread of hair coming out of their mouth, and it kind of dangles up into the ceiling. As your eyes kind of peer over, you notice that there is a grotesque looking woman. Her arms and legs are kind of bent backwards and kind of scratched up and in part way into the metal of the top of the elevator. The hair running down her scalp seems to be kind of tickling the scalps of everyone, and even unconsciously, everyone is kind of chewing on that little bit of hair that's dangling out of their mouth. You found Mama.
I'm gonna walk over to it. And hold out the left arm. I think this is what you wanted. Can I come home now, please? I don't like it here. I know it's only been a few days, but I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to go home.
Looking up at it, the door to the elevator slightly opens up, and just in your peripheral, you notice that there's a beautiful woman on the other side of it. Dark black hair, brown eyes, gazing at you with dark skin, wearing a black and red dress. She opened her arms towards you, Neve. Come here, child.
She'll cover up the bare left forearm, clutch it pretty tightly, and then walk closer.
Feel her arms wrap around you. It's not warm, though. It's slightly chilly, brisk even. Her hand pets your head delicately. You've all been through so much.
Eve. What's going on?
Do we see what Neve sees? Mitch?
Yeah, you see this horrific creature right above you. But what
Okay.
kind of strikes your attention really is this beautiful woman petting Neve, embracing her.
Oh, okay, so there is a beautiful woman embracing Neve, but there's also a monster above us.
Yeah, I
Like
wouldn't
in
call
the
her a
lift
monster,
above us?
though. Yeah. You also have a hair dangling out of your mouth, kind of wrapped around a tooth.
I try and get that out.
Yeah, you can pull it out. It's easy.
I do. I'm just waiting for all the bad. I'm so nervous now. I don't know why. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try and pull that hair off. Ugh. Especially as I remember what happened to the hair around Fiora's foot, who I'm guessing is prosthetic now. So I don't want that hair anywhere near me. It's lethal hair.
Yep.
Yeah, you can pull it off of your teeth and it just kind of slithers back on up.
I will follow suit after seeing that.
Neve. Away from the monster towards the... I don't know. They're probably both monsters, but... And I try and start to move the cart away. Grabbing hold of the wall or something and pulling.
Yeah.
I will start to push the cart that Deet is on once I see that Deet is moving in a direction, and I'm going to immediately look behind towards Rindis and Molly and just be like, do you know what this is? Have you ever encountered her either? Is
this the same one we saw, Mitch?
No. Something new and altogether beautiful.
I don't know what this is. And frankly, I'm done being used by everyone else. And she's gonna, like, pull the hair out of her mouth as well. Molly, I don't want to be here anymore.
What choice do we have, Rindis? Fate is taking us where it will.
It seems to have been fine every time we've fought against it. And Rindis is just gonna like pass over the knife that she's had pocketed, and she's just gonna put it in Molly's hands. I don't think you need to try and do anything stupid here, but every time we've raged against it, it's moved us forward, so.
That's true.
Yeah, and Fiora, you notice as you pushing Deet out of the elevator that there are several strands of hair wrapped around the little cart carrying Deet. It is preventing you from pushing her out of the elevator. This mother-like figure who's petting Neve looks over at you, Fiora, and says, "Leave her."
I look at Deet. What is your expression right now when she says that?
I look pissed off, I think. And I'm thinking about just collapsing out of the thing and crawling my way. But I don't know whether we should be crawling towards this thing or not, like, to be honest at this point. And I'll grab the necklace again, because I feel like this is what I tried to do to summon this person. And I'd be like, I called on you. Don't ignore me. Help us. Answer our questions. Let us go home.
Do you think that little trinket gives you any semblance of power here?
Got your attention.
And we would like to speak with you in private. So why don't you stay in the lift, and we'll take you to the appropriate floor.
I look at Fiora and grab her, take her hand that's on the cart and just sort of kind of gently kind of peel it away and be like, we're puppets. Just leave me, I don't care anymore.
I take my hand back, I will put it in my pocket, and I look at the floor as I walk out the elevator.
Did the rest of you guys leave Deet in this elevator? The little hair is kind of wrapping around her cart, pulling her deeper into the elevator.
I'm staying with the thing that's holding on to me.
Molly, should we go with Fiora? Or stay with them?
Yeah, it's Neve and Fiora who are outside of the elevator. Neve being held by this.
Oh, Deet is getting left behind.
Yep, only Deet.
I mean, we don't know these people, but I can't see leaving one behind. Isn't that what we've always done? We've stayed together.
Yeah, no, you're right. And Rindis is going to walk up and just put a hand on Deet's shoulder. We've just met you. So it's a little weird to say that we've got any camaraderie, but I don't want to leave anybody else behind. Not anyone that deserves it. That doesn't deserve it, excuse me.
Well, with the knife that Rindis gave me, I try to cut the hairs. Rindis, push.
And I'll start pushing.
Yeah, each one pops out like little bloody veins, drenching Deet in this black and crimson fluids. And you guys push her out into this hallway. The elevator door closing on whatever the hell that was. In this hallway, now that you're in it with a little bit of light, you notice that scratched into the walls like deep wounds on flesh are messages kind of tapered out everywhere. And hanging from every ceiling tile is an individual with red tape wrapped around their throats with little golden bells attached to it. Seems like hundreds of dead bodies in this hallway. But looking about, Rendis, you see carved into the wall, "We are connected, Mommy, and your Sophia has taken me inside her now. Aren't we the perfect little trinity?" Sophia, you see, I see why Mommy loves you so much. What's left of you is full of exquisite wickedness, and it has like a little drawing of a childlike Sophia ripping apart Rendis. Molly, you have a very brief message, and it says, kill them all. Every woman here is depicted ripped apart with your dagger plunging into their eyeballs. They don't seem happy. Each one has a little frowny face on their visage.
Sophie has been quiet this whole time, ever since that realization, that message, whatever it was, that weight that dropped through her body that said she couldn't get Domhnall back. He wasn't coming back because she only did what she did because she believed. And she's walking, moving, but it's more like she's drifting. And I don't think she's noticed, but her feet aren't quite touching the floor anymore. And she's looking up. That ceiling, whatever it is up. And there's that stubborn Sophia part of her that is screaming, no, she will, she can, there is a way. But as she moves, that no, that scream is getting quieter. And she can hear the chatter of the others. And she touches these carvings on the wall and traces the names. But they don't make sense anymore. They're not names. They're not friends. They're just symbols that she doesn't understand. What's at the end of the corridor, Mitch?
There are several of these red tapes almost hanging like nooses. Just beyond it is another hotel room door. The other side, though, peering down the other side of the hall, you know that there is the beautiful swimming pool with the aerobic room right next to it.
I think she looks up still, and she begins to climb through the air. This isn't the floor. She needs to keep going. And with your permission, Mitch, I'd like to swap one of my benefits. I have one that I've never used, and I would like to swap invulnerability for incorporeal.
Done.
Good day, sir. I said good day. And she's gonna drift up through the ceiling.
Excellent. What does everyone else do? Seeing Sophia vanish up into the moss-covered ceilings just past the hanging individuals.
Ghosted again, Molly.
So much for keeping the party together. Sophie's always been a troublemaker.
Well, she wanted to be seen. I guess I see her now. Hi, how are you three doing?
Being better.
I think I'm just staring off when you ask that question. Just staring at from the beautiful woman to the creature and back, and as you cut the strands, and there's now all these like things happening. I think I'm just staring at you all. Yeah, I don't know what to look at. I don't know what to do. I think I'm in a state of quite shock, honestly. I'm just kind of standing still.
Yeah.
I
And
think
Mama, she's petting me. It's like, oh.
I think Deet is fed up of being pushed around quite literally right now, and this mama that is, she doesn't trust that this mama is a good figure, that this is a monster in disguise kind of thing, and that anyone in this situation, like, who is in the middle of this with all these dead bodies around cannot be, they can look as beautiful Disney princesses they like. They are not a good person in this situation. So I think Deet is going to try do what she wants. Like, what she wants to do is to storm her way up to Mama, which obviously she can't do. So she's going to step off the cart and probably instantly collapse, and then just start dragging herself towards Mama, or what she thinks is Mama. Leave her alone. Leave Neve alone. And just keeps dragging herself along. Like, let us out of here with that, or kill us. Do one or the other. This is crazy madness, and I don't want it anymore. And I'm just gonna keep going until I'm at her feet, and I'm gonna drag myself up and just start banging on her. But I'm not very strong. But I was just venting on this biatch.
Yeah, as you move closer and try to kind of bring up your hands to smash against her, two hands kind of reach out from under her dress and grab you by the arms with the most intense of grips. So why don't you go ahead and endure injury at a -3?
That's cheating! Okay. Endure injury, fortitude. Okay. At a minus. So okay. Oh gosh, how do I roll this on D&D Beyond? Hold on. Like, oh wait, we're at D4. Wait, -3 and we're D2. Okay, I'm gonna roll the D4s first. Oh great, 5. I add 1 for fortitude, and then I take away 3, which leaves me with a 3. Yay.
Yay. All right, here's the choice before you. You can be knocked out, you can receive a critical wound, or you can die. This arm just jaw of death as it squeezes your arm.
I mean, like, I was lacerated all through my wrists, right? So I think they grab on, and like they're actually kind of digging in and just, and igniting all of those wounds. Man. What it was, go unconscious, endure injury, or die. Actual die. I think she's gonna pass out. I definitely think she passes out. She might well lead to death anyway. But she's definitely gonna pass out from the pain.
Yeah. You pass out, and you
as I'm about to pass out, I think I do say that's cheating, as these arms come from under the dress, and I just look at her and spit and be like, bitch. You're not that pretty.
Yeah. You see the saliva hit her cheek, and a long tongue extends out, slips like over it, and just kind of brings it back into her mouth, licking up your saliva as you are dragged underneath her, passed out, and Deet is no more. And Mama's still petting Neve.
So, any other ideas?
I am looking for an exit. I'm looking for anything. I'm in now full on panic, and I think I'm just going to run to every window, run to every door, jiggle the handles. I'm full blown freaking out now.
Yeah. The first window you come to, it can open up.
I'm going to open it and look out and see what I see.
Looking down, you are at least 7 stories above, peering down at the ground, still mist covered, but you see several kind of silhouetted dark shadows gazing up at you, almost beckoning you home.
I think I would just start screaming, yeah.
Keep it together. What are you saying, Rindis?
Rindis was trying to call out to Neve, seeing that she was being petted by this woman. Neve, are you still with us?
I'm gonna wait till she finishes the keep it together roll, but
I got a 6.
All right. There is one truth that you know. You were able to leave 3 years ago, and really, like a seed being planted, you are full grown and ripe for the harvest. You are not going to make it out of this place. So take a -4 to your stability.
All right.
Neve, are you still with us?
she'll kind of look up from where Mother is holding her very close in this embrace and just look back at the rest of the group. I'm so tired. I don't want to swim anymore.
It's okay.
Okay. Molly, I am out of ideas. Dom would have been our only way out.
You know what I want to do?
Okay. Let's do it.
I shank Mama.
Yes.
Right in the shoulder blades. Pulling all the way down.
Go ahead and engage in combat.
Oh, God.
You got this, Molly. We believe in you.
Combat. Oh, yeah, I added to my violence. 10. Do I reroll?
10.
Do I dare? Do I dare reroll?
If you reroll, I'm gonna make it worse.
That's what I'm afraid of. I'll just leave it. No, just yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The dagger sinks into her flesh, but it's almost like puncturing a hay bag. It just kind of goes in and goes out. No reaction. Nothing.
Oh, I hate evil things.
Mama picks up Neve, if Neve will allow it. Kind of princess carrying her, and starts walking down the hallway.
I think at
I
this
kind of
point.
thought that would work. Oh, sorry.
Nope. You can go.
That was it. It was just thought it would work. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think at this point, as soon as she sees that Deet is gone, Neve is being carried away by Mama, and she sees these two other people who just have so much compassion and empathy in their hearts, and she can't hold on any longer. The mass is telling her that she can go run for help, and she's going to launch herself out the window and go find help.
Flying through the sky 7 stories down. Molly, there was a roll you made about 3 weeks ago that we haven't talked about yet that involves a very special thing involving Molly. Beautiful, pure, righteous Molly. You were successful in that role, so I allow you this one thing. One person is making it out of here. You have the choice.
God.
And because of just because of the world, you have 10 seconds to make that choice.
Rendis. Rendis is making it out.
Rendis. You're back in Osaka.
Molly?
Sitting in the airport, people are moving by, not really caring about you and your kind of disheveled look.
The hell? First thing she does is she starts looking for a phone, see what time and day it is.
Seems like a couple of days since you last remember checking it.
The hell? How am I back in Osaka? First thing she does after that is she calls Molly's number.
It's kind of like that empty dial, as if that number never really existed.
Oh no. She goes down the list. She checks everybody's. Sophia's is last. There's a lingering feeling that she doesn't want to look at her number, but she still checks it last.
Your flight number? Or
Her telephone numbers. She's trying to call.
yeah, none of them work.
Oh no.
There is something you learn within the next couple of minutes, and that's there are no more. Whatever happened is real. You feel the scars, you feel that weird tongue in your mouth. You even have a bit of your tongue in your pocket. But for some reason, throughout it all, you are the survivor. Now, what that means for Rendis, it's up to you to figure that out by yourself.
Well, she's always going to have that hunger, so I don't think she stays in any one place for very long. Being a online conspiracy theory cryptid hunter host, she can post her show from anywhere, and she probably does keep it under the guise of traveling for research, but there's always people that she'll feed on, and she'll never take enough to do what she did to Brent, but enough to leave people lethargic and emptier inside. But that's her life. It will just always be empty and hungering.
And that's the end. Ladies and
It is
gentlemen,
the end.
that was amazing!
Sorry, we had a conversation behind the scenes during the wrap up, and we feel like this is the finale. We feel like this is the end of the chapter. Very, very dark chapter of our horror story here. So what we would like to do while we do outros is give away a physical copy of the Kult Divinity Lost book, which is something we were planning on doing next week, but we're going to do it this week instead. Because you, Chaos Chorus, have been an amazing support to us here. And we want to say thank you for taking this ride with us. I am going to post a follow-up story about Sophie. We have some follow-up footage to share with you later. And I have a trailer coming up. And actually, I'm going to run the trailer now while we take 2 seconds, just check in with each other as we do. And then we'll do outros and we'll do book giveaways. So stand by, friends. We'll be back in a minute.
No matter how many ships bear our insignia, no matter how many stations we service, no matter the price for our research, we couldn't flourish in our solar system like we do today without the pride, the professionalism, and the sacrifice of the people who make it all work. And those people can be you. To us, you are Gordian Solutions. You will be foundational to our progress and help humankind's next step forward. So, apply now and help usher in our brightest future with a tour to Miranda, the frontier of scientific achievement. The smallest efforts go a long way.
Apply to become part of our weekly online role-playing game. We will use the Kult RPG system, but applicants do not need previous Kult experience. It will be a horror adventure, so applicants should be aware that the game may include classic horror elements like blood, gore, murder, etc. It will stream live on Twitch weekly, so applicants should have, at minimum, a basic microphone and camera, as well as an expectation to show regularly. If interested, contact Mitchell Wallace at mitch@helmgas.se. That's Mitch at HELMGAST.se.
Credits roll.
Could be. I do think what we were going to do next week is move our Q&A. We were going to do a Q&A the week after, but I think we're going to move that up. So next week from 6 until probably like 7:30, we will do a question and answer about playing horror games, about Kult Divinity Lost, about telling stories together, all of those kind of things. So if you have any questions, feel free to post them over in the Discord. If not, come and hang out with us. We'd love to have a conversation with you. One of my favorite things about this season, I think it's going to be my question for everyone, kind of one of your favorite things about either playing the game or this season, has been in this game how we've had the chat send us messages and they've been worked into the world. I've thought that was really fun. And it's really cool seeing everyone really engage with the meta that we're making. And how Mitch has found ways to weave those in. Some of those messages were cold to chat. Damn, cut like a knife.
Geez. Gotta protect my players. Like, God.
So, everyone, as you do your outros, I'd love to hear one of your favorite things about Cult or playing it this season. And then where we can find you on the internet and all of that awesome stuff. Give me those plugs and that goodness. I'm going to go and start this giveaway off. And we're going to start with, let's go Molly, Rindis, Anna, Kate, Ray, and then we'll end on Mitch.
Sure, start with me. Hi, I can be found at Magdalene Bloom on Twitter. I have no other life. And yeah, my favorite thing, oh gosh. Never knowing what's really happening or what's going to happen or if what you do is going to make things better or worse. It's amazing and I love it. And so does my cat. Yeah, it was amazing ride. Thank you, Mitch. Yeah, your imagination scares me.
I learned it from watching you.
And Cadence, honestly, your first season on Encounter Roleplay, it has been such a gift to have you here with us. Hopefully we'll see you back next season. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Cult, I am
Nothing else
Pilgrim,
to do.
season 2.
Season 2,
Even more
let's do it.
intense than the first.
3 seasons, movie, books, animated children's cartoon.
Children's cartoon. Yeah.
Brenda.
I think it's for children, but got censored in a lot of countries.
I mean, we're just doing the 80s movie thing where it's just all of the things that should not be children's cartoons become children's cartoons because it's the
You
80s.
can only get it like bootlegged from Japan. That's the only place they've got it. All right, Rindis, what about you, friend?
Well, hi, I'm Rindis. I had an absolute blast, and I can definitely say that, like, with this being my Sunday before going back to work, it always made me, like, incredibly anxious and unable to sleep. Mitch, good job. I could not sleep any of the weeks, both because of just excitement and dread for the sessions. And so I'm going to miss that feeling, although I am hoping to do more Cult in the future because I'm obsessed with this game now, and I want to do more of it and try different angles and ways things can work. Outside of that, you can find me at my own channel, Party Light Games. We do things many days out of the weeks. We are starting up Rime of the Frost Maiden on Fridays. That's going to be our new game. I'll be running that, so you can check it out at 8:30 Eastern. We do all sorts of other things, including Vampire the Masquerade, which I was doing yesterday. But I also have some one-shots coming up on other places, so I will probably shout those out in Encounter when I do them. That's me.
Is it me next? Okay. I think. Hey everybody, I'm Anna, also known as Nymeria941, most of the places on the internet. Oh, wow, that was new for me. I am extremely new both to horror TTRPGs and to playing them on stream, and it was wild having a character that I created for a one-shot that we did, like, over on the Cult channel. I was really enjoying watching this show, and then getting the chance to play it because of watching the show was cool. And then being asked to come back and play that same character with the rest of the story was just, it's gonna take some time to, like, percolate what that all means. Yeah, something I really enjoyed about playing this game was the playbooks. They were really cool. They basically have, like, great built-in RP options that I really appreciate having that there, because as someone who's kind of new to horror gaming, I was like, where do I go with this? How do I send out feelers for this? So I really appreciated that. Thanks for having the one-shot crew back for the finale of this. Where can you find me online? You can find me here on Encounter Roleplay. We actually have the finale of the Star Trek Adventures game that I'm in coming up tomorrow. So I'm excited to see if my character, who is in probably equally dire straits at this point, having just gotten shot in the chest at the end of last week's episode, we're gonna see if that character makes it to the end of the season. Additionally, I also GM a City of Mist game over on the Twitch channel Heroes Without Limits, where every player is portraying a character that has a real-life myth or legend living inside of them. So if you like folklore and mythology, come check that out. That is on Wednesdays on Heroes Without Limits. And that is all I have. Thank you.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Kate Madison, also known as Actors at Work on various socials, but you can find me at Kate Madison here on Twitch. This is the third game of of horror. I'm confused completely by everything. I mean, my mind's a mess. It would be after a game like this. But like, I really enjoy the fact that it's like this. I'm pretty new to like horror. I've only done these 3, kind of one little shots in a way, and I kind of love the fact that you kind of already start with really kind of messed up characters, and it's all a downhill spiral, but finding the interesting, dynamics and drama within that is great, in comparison to sort of like, we're all heroes and we're all really powerful. And this, I had a -2 to violence, and so the idea of trying to attack someone, despite the fact that Deet really probably wanted to attack people, she's not a violent person, so just seeing that descent into sort of madness in a sense, stability going down and thing. It's great. It's just really, really interesting. And what you do with that sort of, what is real, what is not, it can be really interesting, actually. It's quite a challenge sometimes to go, wait, are they seeing that and I'm seeing something different? Like, keeping on top of it does take a lot of brain power, but I just love it. I'm fascinated by all the visions and imagery of it all, even if they make you go, ew. Like, hair in your mouth is just not a good thing. Anyway, it's just great. And the fact that got to do a one-shot before, then asked to come back and do another one-shot, and then asked to bring that character back. They survived a one-shot as well. The fact that we survived enough to come back was amazing. And then we come back and, oh well, it's just great. I highly recommend trying it out, your limits, but it's good fun to just push them a little and see how you go. You find your own strengths. So it was great. Thank you so much for having me. I can be found here on Twitch, as I said, Kate Madison. I'm pretty much here daily. I'm mixing up my stuff. It's best to hit me up with a follow and then you'll know when I'm streaming. But essentially from around 11 a.m. Eastern or 4 p.m. UK time, roughly, or from that time onwards, I'm around. And I can be found here on Encounter as well, doing I think we've got maybe one more of the Secrets of Pendragon left to do. The Cthulhu Dark Ages show on Tuesdays, and that's really good fun. And I do a D&D show on which I always forget to talk about on Chaotic Neutral Games every Friday night from 8 p.m. UK time. I can't remember what time that is. 3, I don't know. So you can find me a bunch here on Twitch. This is my life now.
And Ray.
Hey, I'm Ray. I'm with Brick. Wow. I'm gonna start with what I liked most about this, because for somebody who grew up never liking scary things ever, I have turned into like the biggest horror buff playing these games and just like diving into these characters that I've created and just like these systems that I get to play. It's wonderful. And I like diving into these rabbit holes and not knowing what's gonna pop up on the other side every time. It's so great. I have no idea what to expect, and I love just getting thrown into it and just having to survive or make it work. Games like that are really fun. And like Anna was saying, like the playbooks make it so easy. I had no idea what I wanted to play when I was asked to play this, and then by the time, like, it was like 20 minutes into our session 0, I was like, I got it. I know what I'm doing. It's so much fun. And I took it and ran with it. And that's always a great opportunity, especially when you have such great people to role play with and a great DM to kind of put the world together. So thank you, Mitch. Thank you the OG party members for having us on here today. And thank you to my one-shot crew. It's been a lot of fun to get to play with all of you. But yeah, I'm Ray. I'm with a Brick. I'm a part-time variety streamer here on my own channel. So follow me at the link there, Twitter, and everything else is there too. And that's where all my information is. So go check me out there. But tomorrow night I have a finale for Urban Shadows that we've been playing on Encounter Roleplay. Eclipse. I play Ida June, who is a Oracle. She's pretty badass, and we're gonna see the end of the world. So I'm really excited. Come check it out.
And that is Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm super excited as well because I'm going to be in it. And last but not leastly, Mitch.
Hello. Hi, I am Mitchell. You can find me at Penny for a Tale on all the socials, where I chat about fun things, hopefully involving the TTRPG community. Kult Divinity Lost was a game that I learned to love and adore just because I love horror and I love the way it presents itself. I love the playbooks, the simplicity of the system, and I really loved how everyone got to put a little bit of themselves into this whole campaign. From even the one-shot people, like With a Brick introduced this whole mythos that I integrated into the whole storyline. Neve kind of has Mama was made because of the one-shot people. Sophia, I believe, will just become like this weird NPC who shows up every now and then and breaks hearts, literally with her fist. Molly is always that goddess who no one will truly be able to understand nor touch. And Rindis, sadly, will just be the regular person out in the world trying to live with what happened.
Just a monster let loose in the world.
Yeah. But it was really cool pushing the envelope to kind of what people were comfortable with, but also what scares them. And like we were always checking with each other on chat and making sure things were okay. And even with upcoming scenes, we'll kind of bounce off like, is this okay if I do this? And then like, checking in with each other, which I thought was really cool. Like we were able to really get into the nitty-gritty of the horror without anyone ever feeling like they could just fall off the roller coaster. So yeah, it was awesome. I love this. I'm sad it's over. I would like to keep going forever. Maybe I will one day, but yeah, I adore all the characters. I need a poster made one day, but yeah.
Void Smoker, if you're watching, we might need to have a conversation later. Yeah, that's it for us for now. We will be back next week for that Q&A session. Maybe we'll see if our lovely guests will also join in on that. I'd love to have a good old round table, and I'd love to see you all there. For now, we are going to run the trailer for Star Trek, and then we're going to do a raid. We're going to go raid people. I heard he was having a bad day, and I thought, what better than to bring the wonderful Chaos Chorus over to see his roleplay and check out the Wild West. So that's what we're going to do. So please go with love. Take care, everybody. Please come back tomorrow because 3 p.m. Eastern, we have Passlings, which is a really cool card-based game. So excited to see that in action. And then the finale of The Sword of Kalis. That's it from us. Take care. We'll see you soon. And let's pick a winner. Vote well, Bill. Congratulations. We will be messaging you about your book. Bye, everybody.
The last to fall. I won't shed a tear for them to see. And I won't have your name to call. 'Cause I will be the last to fall.